Good morning, welcome to a morning outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday the 18th of January. So what's in store today then? Let's have a look at the event risk first, of course. Just flick this on over here and switch on. So today, well, we've already had the Bank of Japan outlook, etc., basically saying they'll do whatever they need to do to keep things rolling. So no sign of money tightening that at this point. Euro wise, we got the economic sentiment at 10 o'clock. It barely ever moves the market, nor the German figure, which is the more important one. But neither of them really move the market in any to any significance. Empire State Manufacturing Index in the US at 130. Again, not really a big mover. I would have these downgraded, but there we are. They're there. That's what we got in store for today. I think more importantly is to see inflation figures tomorrow. Okay, whilst I'm here, I'm just going to have a look at the yields if it's going to load up nicely for me. And this is the thing to watch out for. We're seeing some very high yields. Okay, they ran up pretty high into yesterday. US markets were on bank holiday, but it'd be interesting to see what happens today, whether they hold up here. These are high figures. Generally it's dollar positive when we see it quite so high, so we'll see. We'll watch what happens later. Right, for now let's go on and look at the forex pairs first. Majors, the euro yesterday, smallish day, no surprise there, very small trading range in the afternoon. But we are seeing this sort of almost a test back, and it's almost tested the prior highs there. And this is really where I want to see what happens here. I'm currently short on a short position on the euro dollar from last Friday, and looking to possibly add in some more into the position, but want it to be below those prior highs. Just watching maybe even below that daily 21 to add in any more. But this is really to look to play a much bigger wave system, as in what we've seen here. So really just trying to see if this fifth wave plays out. That's basically what I'm looking at. I think when you're looking at wave structures like that, they can take a long time and be a tad unreliable. So where's it sitting at the moment? Where it has given us lower highs. You see on this 4-hourly, a couple of lower highs here. A bit messy at the moment. It's getting a bounce. Just having a look. It's actually back into those highs on here. It looks so. It's getting a bounce from that at the moment. Now that could be a bit more significant. I expect some more volume to come through the day today and a bigger movement. For now though, it's consolidating where it is. Largely looks worse on some time frames than others, but as I say, with lower highs, lower lows, I'm still sitting there modest bearish on the euro. Pound, similar picture. Let's just come up the time frames here, and you see it actually sold off more. It's been in a stronger rally effectively. It's not been consolidated all the time. It's been pushing up. Just seems to have come off a little bit now. Looking at the sentiment on it, it's still pretty bullish. I think that inflation data tomorrow could move it and misalign it with the euro even further. But at the moment it's quite aligned, and we've got this sort of series of lower highs, lower lows in there. It'll be interesting to see what shapes up this morning. It's trying to push up, as I say, a lot stronger than the euro is at the moment. The euro may follow suit as we run through the morning, but at the moment, lower highs, lower lows, still erring on the more bearish side for now. Dollar yen, seeing more of a bounce running through into yesterday in the end. Normally an unwinding position. So I say normally, often an unwinding position as risk comes on. We may actually see the yen unwinding, the US dollar gaining from this, but we saw all the markets moving down yesterday, so this just really ties up with it just correlated basically. Okay, so not a lot going on at the moment there. Let's just check the 60-minute there, and Okay, higher lows running through on the yen here. So again, really largely looking on the longer side there. Right, that's the yen, Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar is continuing to move in this sort of rising channel at the moment, at least. Lower highs, lower lows again, same sort of picture, catching just a bounce at the moment. It's pretty correlated across the road across the range here. So again, a bit of a bounce going on at the moment. See how long that holds on to, but I'm still at the moment bearish on the Aussie dollar. Canadian dollar, lower highs, lower lows. Canadian dollar is the stronger of the pairs at the moment, and pretty much showing that, probably helped by the price of oil pushing up, but stronger the pairs. Canadian dollar, as I say, lower highs, lower lows running through, and expecting more downside on this at the moment. It's just looking stronger against the US dollar. Remember, this is US dollar CAD, so expecting further downside. Bit of a mess to try and trade it at the moment, though. It's more of a swing currency, a swing pairing than a day trading pairing, it looks at this stage. We may see a continuation next hour to the downside. It does get a bit weird first, I say in the morning, but around about 9-10 o'clock, so a bit wary. But as I say, looks like it's got further downside there on the Canadian dollar. Okay, let's see majors there. Let's have a look at the commodity pairings. Looking at gold, I say commodity pairings, but where they are priced in dollars. Gold then at the moment consolidated here. Again, no surprise yesterday. Today it's already covered most of yesterday's range. The way it's shaped, maybe we've got some more upside. We had a divergence up the highs here. Eventually yesterday it sold off, but looking like it wants to push. At this stage, that could all turn around very quickly. It's got the high lows, higher highs through here. That's what I'm really looking at, but difficult to really see. It's more of a channel running on the 60-minute time frame, so I would be very aware of, well, wary even of that sort of higher levels there. Sorry, I just realised I'm looking at silver and not gold, but it's very similar. Clicked the wrong button. I thought the price levels it looked a bit different, but there we go. Similar sort of thing, though. Divergence at the highs yesterday, same sort of price action, very correlated. Has hit the bottom of the channel at the moment, so it might rally back into the mid to the higher levels, but you can see it's pretty range bound. Right, that's gold, not silver. Oil. Oil has continued to pushing up. I was looking at some Goldman Sachs, I think it was, forecasts for oil this year, and it was looking at 95 to 100, 110 or something like that running into next year. We'll see how this progresses. I was waiting for a bit of a retrace yesterday, never happened. It's just held on pretty flattish yesterday, doji bar there, but pushing on quite strongly this morning. I was just looking to see if it came back to its weekly pivot, but it's gone. Is basically the answer on that one. And well, retracements may give opportunities for further buying at this stage. Right, that's oil. Right, let's move over to look at. Let's have a look at cryptos then. So yesterday, Bitcoin couldn't hold on to any previous gains, just rolled over there. Still, to me, looks like on the bigger picture we could see some further downside. Ethereum, lower high coming in, being confirmed in the near term here. Again, still looking soft, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see the lows attacked again. Ripple holding up a little bit better, but same sort of picture really. Court action just, well, it's just the things that's just still happening in court until that day's finished. I think makes it a hard old case for Ripple, and for now we're sitting there waiting, but it's really following suit. Now a couple of markets that sort of broke the mold a little bit yesterday. We saw Cardano do quite well on the basis of its virtual land sale over the weekend there, which was all sold, couldn't be sold to any UK or US holders, but anyway, that saw the price pushing up quite high there. But we're seeing that coming off this morning, and the same with Litecoin. So same pictures. The other one I've been looking at quite a lot is FTM, but that's put this horrible bearish engulfing in yesterday, which could, with the divergence that's probably sitting there. Yep, the divergence of sorts anyway, running across the top there. You could see further downside. So all in all, softening in the crypto world at the moment, but you've got to remember it's compared to the US dollar when I'm looking at these. Looking at the indices, looking at the CSI 300, bit of a bounce, continued bounce through overnight there, but I'm still remain. I mean, it's pushing up to the prior lows there at the moment. It's a hard one to really digest in terms of where this is going, but it still looks relatively weak to me as well. The Nikkei state range bound, not a lot to really add there. Again, if anything, it's looking softer rather than anything else. Coming across the UK, and well, yesterday we saw a really solid day on the FTSE, looking strong. Currently catching a bit of a retrace, and no surprises as it's pushed up so steeply, but I would expect some sort of retrace at some stage, and maybe a bit more of a correction, something more on the sort of lines of this sort of movement here. We get a more significant correction, but for now it's not far off its highs, and held on pretty well to them yesterday, the gains, whereas the DAX, it barely really moved there, and selling off this morning. It's looking softer, and as is the CAC. And when you look at the futures, we can only run on the futures. Yesterday, well, they did the best part of nothing. Markets closed, and the futures really not doing much at all yesterday, including the Nasdaq. But they're all looking to me here on the weaker side. As I say, it looks like the FTSE really is the odd one out really at this stage. So that's where we are for me. I wish you a great day's trading. I'll catch you in the morning, but for now, watch out for the dollar, and watch out for further selling maybe of the indices. Right, have a great one. Bye for now.